It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm really excited for this beer. I keep saying that, don't I? But I generally am. I had a month off the beer and I've noticed that this has crept in. I'm really excited to try this beer because what I did when I had my month off the beer, I kind of put all the beers that I really wanted to try in the first couple of weeks of me being back. And Baltic Porter is one of them. I love Baltic Porter. Now this one's from Brewer Amber in Poland. And this is their Grand Baltic Porter in a 500ml bottle, coming in at 8% ABV. There's a look at the lovely etching on this bottle. Brewer Amber. So I got a bit of history with this brewery. There's the bottle cap. This brewery was one of the first breweries that I tried from Poland outside of Żywiec and some of the big companies. It was the first kind of craft beer I had from Poland, and I remember it being great. And that led to me going to Poland and drinking Baltic Porter in Poland, which I'll tell you all about in a moment, but I want to get it out first into a glass and see what we get. I'm using a big pint jug for this one. There we go. Doesn't that look fantastic? 1 to 2 finger, tan coloured head, good carbonation on the beer. The beer's not jet black. The beer is a very, very, very dark looking mild, but that's very representative of a Baltic Porter. You do get a little bit of that light bleeding through in the corner of the glass from a Baltic Porter. Good head retention, good carbonation, the beer looks great. The beer is available from our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk. Beers of Europe, the largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beers from all over the world. There's a link in the description box of the video for their website. If you've been to Poland, if you've been to Spain, if you've been anywhere in the world really, whether working or being on holiday, and you found that very special beer that you love and you want to try back home, best place to find it, beersofeurope.co.uk. I cannot wait to get into this one then, so let's get the aroma. It's very difficult to say if it's hazy or because the beer's so dark. Let's get the aroma. Biscuity, nutty, bready. Yeah, it's Baltic Porter. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh wow. Oh wow, that is incredible, absolutely incredible. Nutty, biscuity, bready, roasty, toasty, roasted malts coming through, a little bit of licorice, a little bit of plum, a little bit of prune. Unbelievable. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. The mouthfeel on the beer is rich and creamy and fantastic. Oh. Brilliant. It's quite a carbonated beer, this. And Baltic Porter always surprises me in that respect. I've got two stories with Baltic Porter. The first one is its origins. The second story is quite interesting too, because it saved me when I went to Poland. Saved me after I had a bit of food poisoning and I had some Baltic Porter, and it literally saved me. First story though, Baltic Porter. So the story goes, the Brits made a porter to send as a gift to a Russian queen, and they had to ship it hundreds of years ago. They had to ship it in wooden barrel up over the Baltic Sea and into Russia, and the beer never used to make it. The beer used to freeze. It was that cold, and the beer not only froze, but it didn't like the journey. It didn't like being thrown about on a ship in rough seas. By the time the beer was delivered to Russia, to the queen of the time, the beer was off. The beer was rubbish. The beer was no good, because it was brewed at 4 or 5%. So what they decided to do, they kind of made their own beer style, really. They called it Baltic Porter. They made it between 8 and 12% ABV, and that then, the alcohol stopped the beer freezing when it went up and over the Baltic, and it made it to the Queen. And apparently when she had this first glass of Baltic Porter from the UK, apparently she did this. Bit like I'm doing now. This is great. This is fantastic. Bready, biscuity, nutty, roasted malt, chocolate, coffee, caramel, plum, fig, prune. Fantastic beer. Really, really good. Now the other story is, I went to Poland. I brewed a beer with Browar Pinter called Call Me Simon. And when I got there quite late in the night, and we had no time to eat properly. So we stopped off at this roadside garage, and I ordered some pizza, and the pizza had been there all day apparently. And it was it was pepperoni. And I ate this pizza anyway because I was starving hungry. And it made me, I was really ill, really blooming ill. Literally couldn't face beer, and that's embarrassing, isn't it? It's embarrassing going to a country to drink beer, to be myself, and I'm ill, I can't drink the beer. And I couldn't eat, I couldn't really keep anything down. And we went to Rzemies Brewery, where they brewed this Baltic Porter. And they went, and I could see them I was like sat in the corner with my head in my hands, and I looked up with my head in my hands, and I could see the brewers of Browar Pinter and the brewer of Browar Rzemies having a chat. And he went, I seen this brewer from Browar Rzemies, he kind of nodded his head. I know what to do. He went into his tap room, poured me a pint of Baltic Porter, 12%, brought it over to me, and he said literally something like kill or cure. He said, this will make you better. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like this, oh, I don't know. I got food poisoning. And I remember drinking this whole Baltic Porter, like the nutrition. I needed the nutrition from it. Drank the whole glass, and it made me feel better. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. That's the honest truth. I felt better after this Baltic Porter, and I was able to go to the next day. I was at a beer festival. Everything was normal, back to my normal best, enjoying beers with people. It was brilliant. But yeah, long story short, this is a great Polish Baltic Porter, and you can find it at beersofeurope.co.uk. I'm going to rate it. It looks good, it smells good, it tastes wonderful. Grand Baltic Porter from Browar Amber is a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.